Hey everyone, it's Sekaar, and I wanted to go over a few things that have been bugging me lately in PvP, and I wanted to bring this to your attention and see if you guys were in the same boat, if you agree with me, if you disagree. This has just been bothering me for a little bit now, I got a few different points that I want to make for this. So I think the best way to do this is to just dive right in. I'm not going to have any script for this kind of video. I kind of want to have it come right out of like my heart and just really say what I mean without really putting any words down on paper and then saying them out loud again. So I wanted to go over a few things that were bothering me with PvP, and some of those things have been kind of the PvP player base in itself. I think that Zoss has a lot to blame for the current state of PvP with how neglected it is and all that stuff, but that's a video for another day. What I wanted to focus on today was the actual PvP community and other players in the PvP community, and in my opinion, how they're the ones that are ruining this game. So I'm just going to start by just starting. So there are so many times that I'm just playing PvP and I'm just trying to just get good fights, and people just run from every single fight. And it's not like they're tactically changing positions in order to get better ground or anything. People just run nonstop nowadays. Like, no matter what alliance I'm fighting, I'm usually on EP, so I'm usually fighting DC and AD, but I'm pretty sure EP players do this as well, so I'm pretty sure it's an all alliance thing. They just run nonstop. People don't fight anymore. They don't want to fight anymore. There's absolutely no goal there for them anymore. There's no point to it anymore. The amount of times that I'll be seeing somebody, we lock eyes in game, and then they turn 180 and just book it back to whatever keep they were nearest to. The amount of times that happens nowadays is staggering. I play on a near daily basis because I stream 5 days a week, and it happens so many times each day that I'm playing, and it's kind of gotten to the point where I'm kind of tired of it, to be honest, because all people do is just run. Like, what's the point of queuing into PvP to actively not PvP? I genuinely don't understand it. Like, please, if somebody could answer me that question, I would love to know. But there's so many times that I'm just sitting there waiting to get a fight. I'm in prime position. If I'm on EP, I try to position myself in between DC and AD. And there are times where the Zerg will come in and run me over, and that's perfectly fine. I have zero problems dying in PvP. If somebody comes up, kills me, it happens. I don't care. It's a game. I lose absolutely nothing for dying in this game. I want to get out and I want to have fights because that's what I enjoy. So I try to position myself prime between the opposite two alliances so that I have each alliance coming to fight me. But the amount of times that I come out and I'm ready to fight and I see somebody and they see me and they turn and book it, the amount of times that happens is staggering. And guys, I can't stress enough that 9 times out of 10, those players that do that are the same ones that come back when the Zerg comes back, and they'll teabag you when you get Zerg down. So those are the kind of players that are kind of left in the game at this point, and I really don't even know what to think. So that's going to lead me kind of to my second point, is that players will turn and run like if they see like 1 or 2 people, but when they have that Zerg, then that's their time to shine, and that's when they'll come back. And I don't understand this mentality anymore. Like, you're not learning anything. You're not getting better at this point. One of the things that I got better with when I played this game, when I first started playing this game, I was horrendous. I was so bad. If you saw me in PvP when I first started, I was the freest kill to ever exist. But I mean, I feel like I'm a little bit better now. And that was through playing PvP and dying a bunch and learning. But players don't learn anymore because they're only out there zerging. And I don't understand this mentality. Because look, if you want to go out and you want to zerg nonstop, look, that is your prerogative. You bought the game. You are more than welcome to do that. That being said, if that is all you do, even though you're quote unquote solo in this game, just you happen to be around the nearest people, then when you get those one-on-one fights, don't run, play, like actually PvP. But instead, people just want to Zerg people down. They want to absolutely minimize the chances of dying because they want help from everybody else around them. And guys, I try to be understanding of everybody else and what they're trying to do and their way that they want to play the game. But I really don't get it. People don't want to fight anymore, and it's kind of ruining this game, in my opinion. I've talked a lot to my chat about this, and they kind of agree a lot, but I kind of wanted to bring this to YouTube as well and kind of see what your opinions were too. All right, so that's going to lead me to my third point is why is everybody a tank nowadays? Like why have we lost all sources of damage for the most part in this game? Like the amount of times that I'm just playing PvP and it's just a tank that walks up to me and just holding block, doing 0 damage, 45, 50k HP. That's another thing that I'm fighting. Oh my goodness, guys! If I had to count how many times a tank build walks up to me and it's like, oh yeah, now's my time to shine, and like is doing absolutely nothing to me, just looking at me, I'm just like, what are we doing here? I don't get it, man. Like I understand the point of tanking in PvE. Like that's necessary. You need to aggro bosses and you need to aggro stuff like that. But like in PvP, if you're a tank, you're just there to just like you're just there to suck up other people's oxygen. People are just gonna walk around you and you're just gonna sit there. I don't get that. And the amount of times that I'm chilling there, like I'll be solo capping a flag or something on some resource, and a tank walks up to me and they're just like, okay, and just hold the flag. I don't get it. They're actively queuing into PvP to not PvP. And I don't know. I really don't understand that aspect either. I feel like there's such a disconnect with that kind of stuff. And the amount of times I'm seeing tanks in PvP, I feel like is growing and growing every single day. Like there's just more tanks. Like people just don't want to PvP at all because they just want to be like, well, if I don't die, I'm not bad. Who cares if you die or not in the game? Like everybody dies. That is literally a fact of life. Everybody does it in this game. But yeah, that's going to lead me to my fourth point is on the opposite side of tanks. The only other builds that I'm really seeing for the most part are either gank builds and tarnish builds because that's how people play because that's a rat playstyle, and I guess it's pretty popular in this game. People want to just be in stealth at all times. If you can't see me, then you can't kill me, and that's a very popular way to play this game. And then also between that, and then also the way Sorks are playing right now, Sorks are the most overperforming class in this game right now. Nobody can convince me otherwise. A shield and a heal in one global cooldown is not a fair and balanced way to have this game run. And the fact that Sorks just streak, shield, and they can stay alive forever, it is ridiculous. And the fact that that's all I'm playing, when I'm PvPing in this game, I'm either fighting tanks, I'm fighting gank Nightblades, or I'm fighting Sorks. The amount of times that I'm fighting something else, I get shocked. I am surprised that I'm fighting anything else. It surprises me because that is really all I'm fighting nowadays. Tanks, ganks, and Sorks. That's it. So I just don't understand what happened to this game, what happened to the versatility of this game. I try to play other things, and there are other classes that are still fun. I've been playing my Stamplar, and it's been a blast. I play Stamp Sork, and it's a blast. I've been playing my Mag DK and my Stamp DK lately, too, and it's been a really good time. Necromancer is, well, that's Necromancer, so I'm not even going to talk about that. The amount of, look, would you guys like to see a video of me talking about how I would buff Necromancer in a very fair and balanced way that would take very minimal effort on Zos's part? If you do, let me know in the comments if you're still at this part in the video, because I would absolutely love to do that. I just want to make sure that, you guys want to see it, and it's like it's the kind of video that'll get reception. But anyways, I just feel like there's absolutely no versatility anymore, and people don't want to try anything that's outside of like the status quo. And there's just, it's gotten to the point where I'm sad for the current state of PvP because people aren't really thinking for themselves anymore. People are just like, well, I don't want to PvP unless I have a Zerg. I don't want to PvP unless I have guaranteed chances to win this fight. The best fights, in my opinion, come from those chances that you're not supposed to win, but you do anyway, because that's the fun part about this game. That's the part of this game that I fell in love with. Am I supposed to be out here fighting 5, 10 people at once and then maybe killing half of them, maybe killing all of them, and then I don't know, maybe am I supposed to do that? I don't know. Yes, maybe no. But when you finish that and the dust settles, that's one of the things that made me fall in love with the Elder Scrolls Online is like that the PvP and how rewarding it feels sometimes is it's amazing. But that's not what this game is anymore, and that's not what people want to do anymore. That was like that was the adrenaline rush that everybody was pushing for so long when this game first came out and the years that followed. But as of this year and the previous last few years, I don't see that anymore, and it's just I don't recognize the game that I'm playing anymore. I don't recognize the community anymore because people just people are afraid to PvP. People are afraid to fight, and I'm sad about that because on one hand, we can all just go and blame ZOS for it for the problems of PvP because let's be honest, they've neglected PvP for so long, and we have a right to be angry with them. But also, we should point the blame at ourselves where it's due. The community has a lot to look at inwardly at the problems that PvP faces, the structure of it, the dynamics of it. It's kind of sad right now. It's really bad, and I really feel like the community is to blame for a lot of it. So that's just my opinion. I just wanted to kind of get that rant out there. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree. Guys, I'm always open to any kind of criticism. Just please, let's just keep it constructive. There's no need to call names. Like, I'm kind of cracking down on that a lot. Like, guys, you are more than welcome to disagree with me. I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's just keep it civil. Let's just keep it cordial. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. I would really appreciate that a lot. We're almost at 10K subscribers, and you guys really mean the world to me, and I really do appreciate you guys subbing to the channel. But anyways, that is it from me. I could talk about this for days, but I don't want to make this a 17-hour long video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.